Good evening, everyone. My name is Vernisha Jones, and I am the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, which is sponsored by Fathers Who Care, and we believe that we are the solution to the violence in our community. Fathers Who Care is a nonprofit organization located on the west side of Chicago within the West Garfield Park community. Again, everyone, my name is Vernisha Jones, and I am the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is comprised of 30 youth, which has increasingly grown since last season, from our community whose focus and concern is the youth leadership and voice within the community and addressing the issues of violence prevention. We invite people from all over, especially youth, to come in and see what we're all about. Our show will be scheduled every Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, that is every Thursday at 7 p.m. We would like to encourage calls from people watching to call in with your questions and comments about the topic today at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. Our show can also be viewed online at www.cantv.org/live. Again, that website is www.cantv.org/live. Well, everyone, I know you noticed this smart, intelligent young woman sitting on the side of me. Instead of me introducing her, I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shamira Jones. I'm 27 years old. I stay on the west side of Chicago. I have 2 kids, age 4 and 7. I feel like my purpose for existing is, to me, I feel like it's to help the community, to impact the youth, because I'm still a youth. So I truly feel like my purpose for being here is to help everybody else, because I'm no different. I've been through things, so everything happened for a reason.
And once again, I'm Vernisha Jones. I'm 21 years old. I don't have any kids.
That's not a bad thing.
And I feel like my purpose for existence is just to help people and be a lending hand and someone for people to talk to, because I'm very open to listening to people's problems and, giving solutions to them and stuff. Okay, thank you for being a guest on tonight's show.
No problem.
Again, everyone, I'm Vernisha Jones, the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. You're watching a live, interactive call-in television program brought to you by CAN TV 21. During the next 25 minutes, we are going to discuss trending drugs in Chicago. Okay?
Okay.
And we invite people watching to call in with your questions and comments about different stuff we're talking about and your opinion on what's going on and how you feel about the drugs that's going on in Chicago. Today's topics is trending drugs in Chicago. I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to have some dialogue, some discussion. We're going to listen to what the people have to say when they call in, and we're just going to go from there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what do you think is the most dangerous drug in Chicago?
Well, right now, I truly think that pills are the most dangerous drugs in Chicago. I think so.
Why?
Because I feel like when people pop pills, they whole state of mind change. They attitude, sometimes they hallucinate. They begin to see things. It make you go broke. I just feel like pills that's like the most dangerous drug right now. Like it's past weed. Pills is higher than that.
So you say broke, as in like how much do an average pill cost?
Pills right now cost around $20 to $25 for one. For one pill.
And this one pill does
one
magic.
Pill. Yes, and it does magic. It just changes your whole. It make you sweat. I don't seen people off of it, but it makes you sweat. It makes you do other things that's not usually you. You see somebody that's off a pill, you be like, this is not somebody that I'm used to seeing. Like, it just makes you turn into a whole different person.
So, as you say pills, some people watching probably like, what type of pills are she talking about? Is she talking about medication pills, or can you explain to the audience what type of pills are you talking about? Like, is it a certain type of pill that people taking, or is it some type of just plain medication that people taking and
No, it ain't no plain medication. The pills that I done heard of is Molly's. I done heard about X, Xanax. And all of them they not the same. All of them do different things. It's higher. It makes you act differently. All of them got like a different dosage to it. So it's like all of them do different things to you.
I done heard about the Mollies and I know personally, not personally, but I know from my understanding that like the pills are like made of different things that you know about.
Yeah.
Such as we have pills that's called Snapchats, which is a Snapchat symbol.
Yeah, that's what they doing now. Like, they making pills to pretty much, like, that's like advertising. Like, they
Advertising to get
make
a child to want it.
SpongeBob pills. They made some Donald Trump pills. And they be like, everybody just be wanting like, oh, SpongeBob, let's try that. Donald Trump, let's try
Yeah,
it.
and I heard about the SpongeBob. I
Yeah,
heard that
and
one
it-
is like.
Yeah, everybody, as soon as they say something about SpongeBob, like, oh, we finna go to Bikini Bottom. So it's like, they
Yeah.
just use it for all different type of,
Excitement, they act like it's excitement.
yeah, and it's just like, it makes them want to do it.
Well, I totally agree with you. I honestly agree that pills happen to be one of the biggest drugs that's going on right now because it includes everything that they don't want us doing. Heroin.
Yeah, and it has some of
has
that
all of
actually,
it.
little do people know, some of them drugs, them pills actually have that stuff in it.
Yeah.
Crack, it has that type of stuff in it.
And
So
it got
people-
to if it's making people act the way
Yeah,
they act.
but you never know that. You'll be thinking you just popping a pill, but sometimes the pills you popping got some different type of drugs in it that you wouldn't expect to have in it, and that's why it's making people act the way they do when they pop it because it got some stronger stuff in it.
You're definitely right. So do you think it will ever be a decrease in the use of drugs? Like, do you think that will ever like slow down at all?
No.
Why?
I don't never see it slowing down because for one, all the celebrities do it. So if they see celebrities popping pills, drinking, doing all of that, for one, they think it's cool. So as long as they see that it's cool to the celebrities and it make them do this, they gonna do the trending thing at that time. And that's what's going on right now is whatever is trending, that's what everybody is doing. If they see everybody doing it, it's just like that's what they doing right now.
So do you feel if celebrities slow down on doing it?
I don't
and
see celebrities slowing down on doing
But
it.
I'm saying, you're basically saying that that's what you feel like is really causing young people to do it. Do you feel like if celebrities slow down on doing it and they saying celebrities not doing as many drugs or drinking any type of drug,
Yeah.
put that in the category of any type of drug, do you think that will slow it down?
Yeah, because I done saw a few celebrities actually came out and just admitted that they had drug problems or admitted that they was, using certain pills that was prescribed to them.
But everybody is different.
Yeah, so yeah, I really feel like if they was to like make that be known, like, it ain't cool or we ain't gonna do it as much, I feel like people wouldn't do it as much.
Okay, and I see we have some callers. We're going to take these callers and then we're going to get back into our conversation. I actually like talking to you.
All right.
Okay, we can take the first caller. Hello, caller. Question or comment?
Hello, how are you?
Good in yourself?
I'm doing just fine. I'm already enjoying the show. I'm listening to you beautiful young ladies and the conversation that you're having. And I just want to make a comment about what you all are talking about. You're talking about the pills and whatnot. So my question to you, Miss Shamir, I believe that's your name. My question to you is, what can be done to get these pills? Because you're talking about these pills and how powerful these pills are. And I've heard a lot about this younger generation and how they're popping pills. They're kind of moving away from smoking marijuana, even though they're still doing that a lot. But the pills are becoming a big thing. And so I would like to ask you, what do you think can be done to get these pills off the streets, and where are they getting these pills from? And how can we reach out? I'm throwing a couple of them at you. How can we reach out to the celebrities and whatnot that you say that are out here doing it? How can we reach out to them to tell them to try to reach out to this younger generation to try to stop this cycle that's going on where everybody think it's so cool to get high? Because this right here is reaching our really younger generation that's in grammar school. Our kids nowadays are trying this stuff because it's so easy to get a hold to. That's a lot I threw at you, but can you please respond?
I mean, for one, they get them from the streets. The same people that send out here selling drugs and selling weed to these youths, they the same ones that's selling these pills. And they just, any corner you could probably go on, you gonna find the same people selling weed, they selling the pills. I mean, I truly feel like, just like Chance the Rapper, he was sitting out here, he was doing a lot of stuff in Chicago, or just like a lot of these rappers that are from Chicago. they could be a big influence because they could be the ones that be like, you know what, we from Chicago, we from out south, we know what these drugs can do to our youth. I'm gonna be the one that step up because sometimes we can't always be a voice, but the people that they listening to, these rappers that they listening to, could be a big influence. You know, they the ones that's doing it, so they could be the ones that be like, you know what, we gonna make a song about, you know, that it's not cool to do this, or that it's not that fun, or whatever, like the problems that it would cause. They could be the ones that do that.
That's all you have to say?
I kind of think so.
I feel the same way. I feel like with drugs, it's like she asked where is it coming from. I don't think nobody would never know the answer.
I mean, you wouldn't know exactly where it's coming from, but the people that are selling it is the people that's outside that's selling the weed. You won't know who's actually making it, but you know who's actually out here giving it out. You know what I'm saying? So no, you will never know who's actually doing the behind the scenes work.
And
but
she also asked, how do you think it could be stopped? I honestly feel like it can never get stopped because of the simple fact, for people that's selling it, it's always a source of income.
Yeah, that's how they make their money. So they ain't never finna just stop doing something like that.
Until it's to a point, as we clearly see, a lot of people that do it, their whole thing is, we ain't got no other way. We got felonies. We can't get jobs. This, that, and the third. So this our only way.
And that's what's popping. That's the word you want to use. That's what's trending right now. You know, that's what everybody is doing. That's what everybody is going to continue to do. So it's like weed, pills. Oh, okay, you know, people, everybody that's finna go out on the weekend, that's 9 times out of 10, they finna go grab them a pill, finna get some weed, and that's what they finna do. So it's never gonna stop because people go out. People want to, you know, go have some fun. Yeah.
And that's basically
and
what
when
they
they pop pills and they do smoke weed, it makes you feel, sometimes it make you feel better. Sometimes it make you get mad. It's just all on that person. And some people obviously like it.
Exactly. And I see we have another caller. We could take this next caller. Hello, caller. Question or comment? Hello, caller. Question or comment?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Vernisha. Hi, Shamira. How are you?
Hey, David.
Hey, David.
Hi. I would just like to call, and first of all, before I get to my question, I want to apologize to the entire West Garfield Park Youth Council for my absence this evening. I was in the emergency room for half of the day, and it turns out that I have appendicitis.
Oh, I hope you're okay.
So I will ask you all to just continue to, you know, pray for me over the next few days as I rest and rebuild my strength. I'll let you know the details of how that appendicitis came about later on through the days. But I actually have a comment. I noticed you all are talking about the trend in drugs in Chicago, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I saw this video earlier. I don't know if you all are familiar with it, but you all probably hear about it, about how they feel like they should release these gang chiefs like Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford to try to help the young black men or the young black people in the community better themselves. So my question is, or comment is, how do you feel about people feeling like if these people are released, will that decrease or change the usage of drugs amongst our young people and the violence in the community? Do you think that will change if these former gang chiefs who created this madness and started all this stuff, will it change? What are your thoughts on that?
You want me to answer it first?
I mean, we can both answer that. You want to go first?
Yeah, I go first. Because I just want to get... I honestly feel like it don't. So we actually had a conversation was brought up about this or whatever the case may be. And a lot of young people basically... No, it was a Facebook post. Somebody had posted something on Facebook. And a lot of people was on there basically saying, why would you know how kids nowadays are
Why
in
would they
denial?
listen to them?
Why would they listen to them? And it's like if you try to bring, I feel like if you try to like games are made up of so much now, so it's not that easy for a person to just come in and think because they whole thing gonna be you been in jail all these years, so you think you just gonna come back on the streets
and tell us what to do. I mean, I agree with that because that was kind of going to be my yes and my no answer. But then I also feel like yes, because at the same time, these are the ones that they looked up to at once upon a time. These are the chiefs that was out here that was running stuff. So if they was to come back out and kind of put their foot down or kind of, tell them, you know what, I lived this life. I went to jail. I've been in jail for years. And, you know what I'm saying, not come out here trying to be their daddy, but just try to encourage them. I feel like that probably would help a lot more than them not, you know what I'm saying? Like they have a lot to say. They know more than what we would know. They went through it.
And my point of that is just saying they went through it, and that's just going into a situation with us with our parents. They talk to us and they tell us, I've been through this, so I don't want you to go through it. So I'm telling you what happened to me going through it, and it makes a child want to do it even more.
But that's true, but then at the same time, like I said, these were chiefs. And once upon a time, you had to respect your chief. You had to respect them, especially in the gang world. These are the people that you had to respect, or either you was going to get violated or things like that. So they still mean something. They might not mean nothing to these younger generation and them type of people, but at the same time, they still have some type of say-so or still can put their input, and it's somebody that's going to listen to them. All the young ones might not, but it might be somebody that will listen to them.
You're right. I see we have more callers. We can take the next caller. Hello, caller. Question or comment? Hello?
Hello, my name is Hynisa Jones, and I am calling with a question.
Okay, you can go on with your question.
Okay, what I have to say right now is that kids in my school, they take these pills, they smoke this weed, and this is bad for their cycle of life. And they go to jail for doing this stuff, and they is not even in high school yet. And I feel like this is just a bad start. Nobody wants to go to jail at 12 years old and 13 years old because you're disrespecting yourself. So my question is, how can you reach out to the younger people to make them want to not take pills and not take drugs and not go to jail and spend their time that they're supposed to be in school learning in the cell? That's it. Thank you for your time to hear my question.
The answer I always have when we get young people that come to us basically stating that it's young people doing this type of stuff is the program that they have, and they have a limitation on ages. I feel like these programs need to go younger. Because as she clearly said, you go into these elementary schools now, you got kids in schools smoking weed in the bathroom, stuff that we never did when we was in elementary school. Smoking weed in bathrooms, doing sexual activity in bathrooms, all this type of stuff. It's because they don't have nobody to talk to. It's because they don't have
an
outlet. And like when we have these youth programs and stuff, we have youth programs where it's 13 and up. So high school and up. They not having stuff going on for youth when we was like, because when I was in school, they had programs going on in school where you had people you could talk to, had people that listen to you. Nowadays, it's like a lot of teachers probably don't care, and kids feel like, even if they do, kids feel like they don't care.
Yeah, then they already sometimes probably getting that at home.
Yeah.
So to come to school and kind of feel like they getting the same thing, because for one, it's already like 12, 13 kids in a classroom.
More than that.
Yeah, so you're not getting too much special attention, one-on-one
Like
attention.
30, I had like 25, 30 in my class when I was in 8th grade.
I can't even too much remember how many kids I had in my classroom, but I knew it was a lot, and I know that they ain't getting that one-on-one, but maybe this could be a program that, we can start taking to these schools and be like, you know what, we go outreach to some of these youth and see if they want to join the program and start doing stuff that kids like to do to actually keep them active and get them off the streets. Like they used to have a basketball club for boys. Stuff like that. Like stuff that
they just need to bring this stuff back in school.
Yeah.
They had it. Because just talking about it, fathers, like the program Fathers Who Care, had at the school I went to, had a boys club or whatever the case may be, where they came out to the school, had guys come to the school, had chief leaders come to the school and talk to the kids and stuff like that. It's just we have to get out to these principals at these schools to allow that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
we have
sometimes
to,
they also be the ones that kind of don't care. Or
don't care. Yeah, like that. It's like they show that they don't care. Cause like if they really wanted to, they can get these programs out. They don't want these programs at these schools.
That's true.
I say we have another caller. Hello, caller. Question or comment?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
I am a veteran, and I'm calling in regards to Post 800, and I would just like to let everyone know that they're welcome to join Post 800, the American Legion Post here in Chicago, in Inglewood neighborhood, where we are seeing a lot of drugs being seen in the schools.
Okay. Well, speaking of programs that can be joined, you can call us at 773-287-5821 if you want to, push that information and give that information to the office that we be at. Speaking of programs that we're talking about, we also have a program called West Garfield Park Youth Council, which is the program that we're a part of, that we talk to the youth and the different stuff we're discussing and how to get back to our community. We meet every Monday at 4:30 to 6:30 at 4540 West Washington. Our phone number to contact us is 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821, and we meet every Monday at 4:30 p.m. You can contact us if you have any youth that want to be involved. And I see we have another caller. Hello, caller. Question or comment?
Yes, I have a comment. And, I just want to speak on, I heard the young lady when she was speaking about, what's going on in the schools and whatnot. Well, this stuff is going on in all the schools all over, not just in Inglewood, in Chicago, on the west side, north side, east side. This stuff is going on where these kids are in the schools doing all type of stuff. And a lot of stuff is going on because nowadays they got it where you cannot even reach out to these children, when you see them doing wrong and this, that, and other. Because a lot of times you're taking a chance on losing your job or jeopardizing your job if you try to intervene or anything. Because nowadays, every time you look around, the parents are always talking about suing the school for every little thing you do or say to their children. So they're making it okay for a lot of stuff that's going on, not realizing that they're hurting their children in the long run because they're getting them used to the fact that they don't have to listen to the teachers, to the adults, and to whatnot. So they're doing whatever they want to do. Yeah, we can catch them doing drugs in the schools, but what can you do? You tell their parents keep it up under the rug because a lot of times, the parents sitting at home selling the drugs. I just wanted to make that comment. Thank you, and I'm loving you all. So continue, you beautiful ladies. Continue to do what you do, and continue to reach out to the youth that need people like you to help them be better people, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
So a quick comment back to what she was saying. So that's basically stating that adults need to come together all as one. Because if it's issues going on like that where you can't even talk to the students at the school, you can't discipline the students at the school because it's issues where, parents are getting involved and don't want you to discipline their child, that's something that adults need to settle before it's able to even try to help young people.
If they care. If you have some parents that truly care about their child well-being or what their child is doing, then them the ones that you need to start having meetings with or group talks with where hey, what can we do to stop our kids from doing this? Maybe we need to start. And that's when they start caring and want to do that though. Yeah, maybe we need to start taking our kids. You get your child, I get my child. We go out and do stuff with our kids. Maybe you just need to spend more time with your child. You might not be spending enough time with your child and your child is using that drugs as an outlet.
Exactly. We'll love to have everyone, the different young people starting from the age of 12 to come out and visit us at our program. Once again, we meet every Monday at 4540 West Washington from 4:30 to 6:30. We talk about different issues that's going on in the community. We talk about school. We help kids with homework, like the whole 9 yards. We do some of everything. We would like to say thank you from all the people watching and everybody leaving their comments and questions at 312-7 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. We will also like to remind everyone that we have a Christmas event going on. Once again, this is an event that we're having at one of our local schools where we're trying to get back to the community December 21st. So if you want any information about that event, you can call us at 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821. If you're just not tuning in on our show tonight, our guest is Miss Shamira Jones, and we were discussing the topic of drugs in our community. And we would like to thank all our viewers for watching and calling in. For any additional information about our youth council, please contact our main office at 773-287-5821. Thank you, and tune in next week, same time, same place, and good night.